Well, if you're looking for a comparison between Steph Curry and Caitlin Clark, you found it right here. We're going to be looking at some clips, probably two. I want to show you what I think the IQ of both players are. And I'm going to tell you at the end. So, in the first clip, let's look at what Steph does. All right. LeBron is bringing up the ball. This is USA Olympics 2024. LeBron is bringing up the ball. If you can see my arrow right here, this is Steph. He's going to come out and actually be sandwiched between LeBron's defender and his own defender. When he's sandwiched, now, maybe back in the day, someone might have said it was a moving screen. I'm not sure. I don't see much contact, but the defenders switch. And at that point, Steph creates a mismatch. LeBron seizes upon it, throws a behind the back pass, and of course, Steph drains the three. Let's watch it right here. Steph comes up, over, pass, and shot. Let's look at it real quickly again if we can. LeBron bringing the ball up. Steph back here behind his defender. Now Steph heads to be sandwiched there. He's against LeBron's defender with his body, which probably blocks LeBron's defender and causes the switch, which then allows him to get open, and LeBron passing the ball like he knew exactly where Steph was going behind the back pass. He's wide open, gets it, fakes to his left. The defender is totally on ice, goes all the way to his right, opens up the shooting lane for Steph, and he drains it. There you have it. All right. Now let's look at Caitlin. So Caitlin has the ball, goes to her left, pulls up, and shoots. Let's look at it one more time. And we'll break it down. Caitlin going to her left. Now look, she's getting a pick from her teammate. Her defender is essentially blocked by these two. She doesn't have a clear line to Caitlin. The defender over here has to somehow keep with this teammate of Caitlin. Otherwise, she'll be wide open. So this defender has to come back over while a pick is essentially being set in front of her, and it just doesn't give this defender enough time for Caitlin's jump stop and shot. Let's look at it again. Comes, stop, and puts it up. I mean, it's just a quick turnaround for Caitlin, and one you really can't do much with. So now let's look at another scenario for both of them. And what I really want to show in these clips are their instantaneous playmaking thought process when they know exactly to shoot, when it's the right time. There isn't minutes, there aren't many seconds, there's nanoseconds. And both of these players in the next clips will take shots that are not easy and they're not completely wide open, but they know where they can shoot from. They know their range and they know how to get that distance from the defender. And that's what's going to be key in both of these clips. All right, on this next play, Steph has the ball right here. Now watch what happens. It's essentially a 3-on-2. And the reason why I say that is these three defenders aren't even close to Steph Curry. He has probably 2 or 3 steps on the one closest to the basket of these three defenders. So you have 2 defenders here. One is essentially blocked out by a teammate. One is here looking at Steph. What you're going to see in this play is Steph driving, but then instantaneously realizing that he has a nanosecond, as I keep saying, to shoot the ball right about here where my arrow is, because that's about where he can get a clean shot off without the defender getting completely in his way. What he doesn't realize, what Steph doesn't realize, is by driving this way, and these two, the offense, his teammate, and the defender, are going to be going towards the basket. So it makes this defender's route to Steph, because none of these three players can pick him up. He's the only one that probably has the best chance to defend the shot by Steph. And he realizes there's a shot. But what happens is these guys get in his way, and there's actually sort of a bump. Let's watch it. Steph's driving, comes up, shoots, boom. Let's look at it again. Here's an outlet pass. I didn't start with this the first time. An outlet pass. Steph gets it. Here are the three guys. Now, this guy is kind of hanging out to dry. I don't know what he's thinking. Is he trying to pick somebody up? Nobody's picking up Steph here, which is, the ball's in the air. He's looking at his defender. These two guys are looking towards this side of the basket, or this side of the court. Steph gets the ball. So he knows now that these three guys are out of play. He knows that this defender's out of play. And the only one coming up, or that could even handle him, would be this defender. So he drives up. And right now he's thinking about the shot. This defender knows it. He starts breaking towards Steph, but now he has two people in his way and he gets bumped, which slows him down and gives Steph an even clearer shot than we thought he would have. Boom. Look at that. Because of the bump, because of the two people, look at all the room Steph has, and he puts up the shot, and of course it goes in. All right, now let's check out Caitlin Clark. All right, Caitlin is in the process of receiving a pass. She's going to go to her right, create some space with the defender, and then when she realizes that might not be the best lane for her, she crosses over, thus taking the momentum of the defender to the opposite side. And she puts up a long distance shot, which of course gets in the basket. Let's just watch it right now. Caitlin receives, goes to her right, crosses over, boom, she has the space. The defender was not going immediately in on Caitlin. So Caitlin knew she could shoot from that range and that the defender wasn't going to be on top of her. Let's look at that again real quick. All right. Caitlin receives the pass right here. Now, her teammate looks like she's going to set a screen, but she runs to the basket, which pulls this defender back with her teammate. So now it's just a one-on-one situation between the defender and Caitlin. This defender might be thinking right now she has some help, but this help is going to retreat. The help retreats. It's a one-on-one situation. Caitlin has all this space over here, but she knows by going this way, by going to her right, this defender will come back out to help with the defense. That's when she makes the crossover and uses her left to create that space and change the momentum of the defender. Let's watch. She has it, moves over. The defender almost turned around, almost made like a right turn to defender. So Caitlin knows, I mean, you can tell by the defender here, she's literally back on her heels. Caitlin knows she has her on her heels. She can't move, paralyzed, if you will, essentially. She's created that space. Let's look at it real quickly again. This is very important. She gets the pass. Her teammate and the other defender go towards the basket. Caitlin's going to her right. The defender on Caitlin thinks she has help, crosses. Now Caitlin has space here. Caitlin has space, but remember, this defender can only sense what's going on behind her. Caitlin can see what's going on behind her. This defender is going backwards, but Caitlin knows that she can stop and go forward at any time. So she's dribbling with her right, crosses over. The defender's momentum is leaning to the left. Caitlin knows now that she literally has her on her heels, as I just said. And so she can come and pop up, and there's no other help for this defender. No one's coming over here. She knows that her teammate's defender now is back in this area, and she has her defender back on her heels. So she's going to have what, 2, 3, 4 feet, 3 feet of open air to take her shot. It's wonderful basketball IQ. She puts up the shot, and of course she makes it. And so really, that's what you have. Now, Steph Curry has many more accolades. Steph Curry has championships. Steph Curry has many more All-Star games. Steph Curry was on the Olympic team. However, when it comes to basketball IQ, you have to start looking at it like Caitlin Clark is in that discussion with the basketball IQ of Stephen Curry. Now, people might say, oh, Steph's, an A+ student and someone like Caitlin isn't there. Well, look at this video again. She's right there. She knows when she has that nanosecond, and she knows that she can hit a long distance three, just like Steph can. She can pull up and put it up and get it in the basket, which is so important to everything that's going on the floor. She really is a true playmaker who sees the floor and can anticipate well before things happen. And when I say well before things happen, I'm talking about tenths of a second. She can see that clearly. And there aren't many basketball players, NBA, WNBA, Europe leagues, whatever it might be, that can see the way Steph does and Caitlin does.